Well. Let me move you back a bit. Well. So, you don't understand the golf clubs, the golf bases. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, that's what this video is for. So today I'm gonna be basically just explaining every single club or not every single club, but the club types and how to swing those club types. Not a professional, so don't really take me seriously. But if you want to, then you can. Alright. First type of clubs. We got the irons. Let me get on my knee for this. So the irons are basically, there is your 5 iron, your 6 iron, your 7 iron, your 8 iron, your 9 iron. Those are your irons. And basically, they're mainly used for par 3 courses and the fairways. If you can spank the ball far as shit with that, then you should use this club. The thing is, but as it goes up, the club distance goes down a bit. So, for example, you're probably not gonna hit your 9 iron as far as you're gonna hit your 5 iron. And that's the case, you should probably get that checked out because that's not how it works. But how do I swing this? Well, first take your golf swing, feet parallel on the ground, club like this, fingers like this. Come on, I don't need to teach you guys this. I already have a highlight on my Instagram, Laredo.alex, by the way, if you want to know. So, and you do this, you do a little bit of this. Don't bend this arm. Keep arm as straight as you possibly can. Rotate your hips. Before you go, however, you want to put the force on your left foot, like that, and then swing. And make sure you rotate your hips, yo. Okay? That's very crucial to the whole golf process, is making sure your hips swing. You know what I mean? You can't do it like this. You can't do it stiff. You gotta make sure you really get in the motion, Obviously, it's in slow-mo for me because I'm in my room right now. So I can't really, and it's not really big, so I can't really do stuff. So I can't really do shit in here. But the point is, that's how you basically swing a golf club. To an extent. I know I simply explained it, but it's basically how you do it. But the thing is, with the different irons, the placements for these irons are different. So let me explain how you can get that in motion, okay? Let me explain. Okay, so I tried to get this the best angle I could, honestly. So you can't see my head. So you can see that though. You see the muscles? Alright, whatever. So the point is, what I'm using right now is an 8 iron. So remember how earlier I said the higher your clubs go, the more likely, the higher the club number, the less likely you are to hit it super far. Basically, the more of the higher the number, the more the stance the ball goes towards the left foot in your stance. So your 5 iron will be right here in the middle of your stance. 6 iron will be a little bit right here. 7 iron will be a little bit right here. 8 iron is going to be right there. And 9 iron is going to be a little bit more to the front, but not a lot in the front, honestly. So you got a pretty good thing. Also, make sure you open your, also make sure you keep your club face. You don't square your club, because believe it or not, that will fuck up your swing big time. So don't do that. And let's get to the next club group, the second most important club group. All right, let's get to that. All right, God, it feels so good that you guys can see my head again. Next club is, of course, the wedges. So what are the wedges used for? Well, the wedges are used for this. The wedges are used primarily for getting out of sand bunkers, rough tall grass, Actually, no, not really. And but it's mostly better at chipping onto the green. The chip. So with the clubs, you want to. So when you are near a green, or when you're close to a green, and you don't really want to use your wedge, what you do is obviously you pick, or if you don't want, and you can't use your other clubs because that'll go too far. So you pick your wedge. The thing is with the wedge, you kind of want to sweep the ground with it. You know what I mean? So you want to obviously bend your legs, obviously for every swing, but you want to keep your feet a little bit closer together. And unlike the first one where you place your your hands on near the top of the shaft, you want to put it more down, so it sweeps the ground. But you really need to bend down for it, and you go halfway like that, and then you go like that. You know, so it's like this. I don't know how I can't really make it so you can see the ground, but just try this. Other than that, it's just the same as every other golf swing. There are different types of wedges for different types of distances. Like there are 60 degrees and 40 degrees and all that mess. So obviously, you want to use those in the situation where you have to use them, obviously. So it's good to have those, of course. But that's pretty much the main point of it. So yeah, next set club. The next set of club is the hybrid set. The hybrid set usually consists of your 5 wood or your 7 wood or anything that ends with wood, and your hybrid or your fairway wood. So this is my old hybrid. I used to use this back when I was in 8th grade and even a little bit during freshman year, for those who remember that. So with the thing is, this club is really good at making it so you hit further without putting much effort because it's so light. Now people usually use this on like tee boxes for like maybe if you get spanked the ball really far, you want to use. My bad. But the swing is kind of the same sort of, except you kind of want to square a little bit, and then you just you just do the titular just like that. And finally, the last set of clubs. So bad news, I don't actually have a driver near me right now. Honest to God, I swear on my life. Or actually, I have one in the closet, but I don't want to get that out because that's my uncle's. But the thing is, the driver the stance is different. I'm just using this hybrid as an example. So you kind of want to tilt your body a bit like this, and instead of like hitting down, 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 you want to kind of go like, you kind of want to go like up. You kind of want to go like sideways and up. So the driver, I forgot to mention what you use it for. You use the driver for like tee boxes for par 4s or par 5s. Basically, don't use them on par 3s. They're practically fucking useless because all they do is fuck you up on par 3s. Trust me, I never did that. I was dumb, but I wasn't that dumb. But the thing is, with those clubs though, those are the big daddy clubs. And that bitch can hit far as fuck. I once hit my driver to 300 yards. So they hit pretty fucking far. You know how much 300 yards is? 300 yards. But usually you want to tee it up. You want to tee it up pretty high. I'll probably make a tutorial video on how to tee it up some other time. Maybe in the next week or something like that. But honestly, that's the goal of this. But yeah, that's the goal. That's the thing of the driver. Now you might be saying, if it's in the video, where's the putter? Well, the putting, in my opinion, deserves its own little mini video that'll drop on like Friday. So yeah, expect the putting video Friday. But other than that, you got that. So that's every single club. That's every single use for every single club, pretty much, except for the putter. So it's the irons covered, the wedges covered, the hybrid cover, and the driver covered. So you're good basically. Now, like I said in the start, I'm not a professional, so don't take what I say as don't take that shit to heart, because I know I may look good, but I'm not super good, and I do sometimes fuck up my golf swing, and it's the consistency I need to work on, which is why I made this channel, obviously. But yeah, so this should be the end of the video. Yeah. I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody, nobody, so just grab somebody. No leaving this party with nobody to love. Nobody, nobody, no. See, I did today. I did about 2 shit today.